Hi, I'm Tom with Composite Designs. I've had some people asking about our laser cut kits and what actually comes in one. And so I decided I've got one of our HO-Scale swim platforms. It's the latest one we released. I figured I'd open one up here at the desk, show you what's inside so you have an idea. We're working on some structure kits. They'll be packaged different and be a little different, but for our smaller ones, this is probably a good example. It's probably one of the most involved ones of the small ones we have. All of them are designed for beginners, but if you build a lot of them, they're kind of a fun little thing to do on the side, little one-night project, if even that. And in this case, this is a swim platform. You'll see them a lot around ponds and stuff like that. It's kind of a different little detail. Not too many people make them, and I figured I'd go over it. So I'm going to rearrange the camera so you can see, and we'll open one up and take a look. So when you get the package, this is what you're going to get. It's going to be in a nice sealed plastic envelope with the wood and the instructions. I'm going to go ahead and open them. And be careful of any loose pieces. The smaller kits, generally, we try and keep it in sheets, but as we do different ones, you never know. So in there, like in this case being our swim platform, we have both these will make the floats, and this will make the rest of it, the ladders in there and everything. So you want to keep these, set these aside for right now. The first thing you want to do is open up the directions. This particular kit comes with 2 pages, some with 1, some with less. If you look at the kit contents, you'll have this sheet right here. We lay it out and we label all the pieces for you. And the same with in this case, it's float halves or whatever it turns out to be. So that's that. If you look, you'll follow. It'll start with the step 1. In this case, there's the float subassembly. After that, you'll move on to the base or the platform. After it tells you how to do the platform, you'll go ahead and put them all together and eventually put the ladder on. We also give you some tips and ideas if we got some extra things that can be done to maybe modify them, make them a little unique compared to how it comes. Some people don't like the floats because it's a little more modern. Some people like to put barrels under them. Some ways you could do that. We don't include barrels, but that's something that if you had them laying around, we all have boxes of miscellaneous stuff. We throw in things that you might possibly have laying around that could change it. We do, whether you paint the kit or not is up to you. Some people like to paint them completely. Some people like to stain them. We do a mixture of both, and we definitely like to weather them with chalks to give a good look in the end. So that's what comes in this particular kit. Obviously each kit's different, but if you look at the kit contents, it will tell you everything that should be in there. Check with that first. We do our best to make sure everything's in there, and we rarely have a problem. But if you do, call us. And again, we like to label all the pieces so that if you have any questions and you're curious about the vocabulary in there, reference back to this, and this will tell you what each strips are. Particularly in here, because you'll have, like in this case, there are platform sides. There's 2 that are long, 2 that are short. They do make a difference, and by looking at this, you'll be able to easily tell which is which. So that's pretty much it. So that's what's in one of our kits. They're available on our website, www.compositedesigns.inc.com. There's links there that'll take you to all of our kits and information about them. We'll be having information of new kits on there. There's a couple sneak peeks of things to come. And there's also some information about some of our other products and other scales. The majority of the laser cut kits are HO and O scale at the moment. We're thinking about doing some N, but for right now those are the 2 primary scales. We ship them directly from us, so that is one way to get them. And don't be intimidated about them. They're fairly simple. We try and do good with the instructions. We're always an email away. If you do have a question, we're more than willing to work with somebody if they've never done one before and want to give it a try, because it's a lot of fun. So with that being said, we'll see you in our next video.